All right, today is day 241 of vlogging. I think I got my number right. I don't know. I think somewhere along the way I got off on my numbers somehow, and I'm not fixing to travel back through time and check. What I do know is as I hit that year mark, I am so used to doing this that I'm liable to do a few extra, so it's all good. What I do know is I haven't missed any. I just don't know where I've misnumbered something along the way because I've been watching another guy and I just realized, hey, my numbers don't line up. So either his numbers are off or mine are off. And I'm going to be real honest. Michael's going to raise his hand and say, I don't know. Nor do I care. I had a really decent day. I was going to get up and do a bunch of stuff with the kids, and instead I got up and we were lazy bums. Me and Piper played most of the day, and I let Alex play his new video game that he got for his birthday, and he was super excited. He ate himself a bunch of pizza. He was super happy and talkative. He even halfway loved on me way better than he normally does during the time period that I picked him up and the time period where I had to hear, I'm giving you back to your mama. As far as me, Mr. Dad, I really enjoyed that kind of a weekend. Yeah, we did run up to the wrestling. I did show a couple of my guys some stuff. And here in a little bit, I'm going to actually call one or two because I still have a little bit more to discuss. And today, I also still have to do my yoga before I actually go to sleep so that I can stay with it. The other is tomorrow is technically Memorial Day, and I can quit saying, and this is also Vlogust 31st, because that's what today is. I don't have to say that no more. I probably will not do any more Vlogusts for the simple fact that every time I do one, nobody else seems to want to do it, and that's kind of the goal behind it, is you're supposed to watch other people as you do it. Now, the year thing, I'm not doing that to watch other people and stuff, even though I do watch one other guy pretty regularly. I actually watch 3 or 4 of them, but I only watch the one regularly because, to be quite honest, he's funny, and I'm not going to give out names or none of that stuff. Once in a while, he'll catch one of mine, and that's cool, and I deeply appreciate it. I've also asked him, in a couple of different of my vlogs, hey, life falls apart once in a while. We've discussed things. I fully intend to never see him on the planet, but one day see him in heaven. Other than that, the other couple of people I'm not going to mention because I only catch them once in a blue moon. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're not. I'm sure I have my days as well. Today, after I dropped off the kids, I have been in talks for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and I know this guy that's been around a whole lot longer than I have, done a whole lot more than I have. And I really think some of my guys and even a couple of my girls can really learn from this dude. And tonight, I got to have hangout time, not with him, with one of my girls. And I know for a fact that people are going to get weird with the whole, well, what do you mean you hung out? No, I mean, like we went somewhere and we ate and we visited and we talked and, I think it's important to not cross certain lines. And when I was younger, I used to, and got myself in a lot of trouble, and I'm trying to learn to do better than that now that I'm older. And I have this friend, like I was saying, that he has a couple of girls that he's in the middle of showing some stuff. And I have one still here that she's like, hey, I'm halfway interested. And so I'm going to try to contact old dude and say, hey, man, it's on. She's good for it. Let's see what they can do. And it'll be interesting. And I don't know if it was a fly or what, but something just flew up my nose and just driving me nuts. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes, because I know for a fact that names and girls, when they get serious, go places, versus the rest of us who are in Oklahoma who sit around and don't do much. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I also have to look at a calendar and figure out when is going to be the next. Let me go to the next month. Oh, I've been magically Facebooked. I'm eventually going to change that. I don't know if I'm making Tulsa or not. I will have my kids, and I don't know if they're going to be up for that or not. I don't know. I'll have to do some discussion and some talking and some figuring out and seeing. Still driving me nuts. Seeing where everything lines up. There's a couple of places up in Tulsa that, as long as it lines up with kind of what we do during the weekend, that I don't have the kids, which is what I'm kind of looking at. Now, if we get on a big enough loop or something, the kids are just, hey, you're going to have to come with me, and that's just going to be part of the package deal is, hey, you got to let me also, still be dad and wrestling manager guy, because I've done both for years, and it's just who I am. I'm not going to give up on my kids, and I'm not going to give up on my guys. That's who God made me to deal with it. And it'll be interesting to see how the next few months go. I do know that I found out over the weekend that Sean Hernandez from TNA, who was one of their world champions at one time, plus he was also I think, multiple tag champion from there, is going to be at Mid-South for us the 21st. And here lies the challenge. Okay? Limp Bizkit is in town that night. 11 miles away from where we're going to be at. So it'll be interesting to see what we get. I think as long as we promote it correctly, as long as they give that guy enough time and enough places to be able to run and go do autograph things, and plus also have a clinic for some of the wrestlers with the, hey, this is what I learned while I was at a bigger league, that sort of thing. I really think it'll also help some of them guys if they show up to something like that. But I really think that it'll help boost their crowd a little bit, and I'm hoping and praying that these guys that I've been trying to help, and that a couple of other management people up there have been trying to help, I'm really hoping that that's the day they step up their game. Because when you step up your game in front of a crowd, that's when you're going to get to keep a crowd. Not, hey, I got online and I talked a bunch of trash to somebody. That's not impressive to nobody. I don't care who you are. It's not impressive. What's impressive is, hey, let's go do it in front of a crowd and let's get it. And then once it's over, it's over. Let's move on to the next thing. That happened, and I either did super phenomenal or it tanked. But let's move on. And it'll be interesting to see. And I've chewed up almost 10 minutes, so I'm going to get off of here. Thank y'all for anybody who watches any of my long rants versus my little bitty ones. And if Piper and Alex are watching, hey man, Daddy had fun with y'all this weekend. And I'm glad Alex turned 12 and that he's getting bigger, and that, hey, Daddy's not raising little bitty kids. Daddy's raising y'all to be adults. I'm hoping that y'all are smart and big and grown when you rewatch these, and that you're happy. And that's what Daddy wants. So with that said, bye to everybody watching, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow, or whatever day tomorrow is. Bye.